Hey everybody, it's Jochen Hayden, and I'm back with the Desert Wolf versus Wirraway Ace War in the Pacific campaign. This is Scenario 1 with stacking limits, the 6th of November, 1942. I think we're going to have a good battle today. I just feel it. Okay, here we go. I'm really looking forward to watching this turn. I have a strong feeling that Wirraway decided to do something in Burma with his fighters, and we may get some good action there. All right, Kulion is captured by the Japanese, and I think that's basically like the last base in the Philippines, and then he owns all of it. It only took him till November of 1942, right? All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, whoa. Oh no, that can't be. That's probably just bad spotting. It said 8 Japanese ships at Tabatoya. I don't think so. A lot of times your naval search gets a little antsy and they report everything as a Japanese ship when it's actually your ships that they're seeing. And it is nighttime too, right? All right, let's what's gonna happen here, man? Come on. Okay, merge. Okay, no ship activity at all, so we're gonna get right to it. A Glen. That's got to be from a submarine, right? Another patrol boat reported as hit. A lot of ships are ailing lap lap. All right, so Japanese are sweeping over Lanchow. That's to be expected. That he's probably going to bomb there again today. All right, so Allies are sweeping over Macon in advance of a bombing raid that's coming in, and I believe the Japanese have already bailed out, not looking to take these fights. Okay, that's the 3rd Squadron. Okay, got a lot of recon going on here. Japanese fighters, so... Okay. Here comes some Sonias. These things are no good. Man, look at that. That's all they get done. Alright, so we got some Hudsons coming in to continue the damage at Pegu. And so far, the Japanese have not shown up. I don't know what they're doing. Look at that. Destroyed units again. Still causing a lot of casualties to the Japanese here. This unit will be lucky if it ever makes it out of there. Ooh. That's a lot of B-17s at Macon. Yeah, look at those casualties, man. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. Huh? Maybe not. What? Oh, thunderstorms. Okay, so the weather here is actually helping the Japanese because it's harder for the bombers to see their targets with the weather. We're still getting in there and destroying squads, though, and these don't come back when you're at Macon. Whoa! Okay, here we go. Finally. Looks like somebody showed up to fight. Oh, this is gonna be fun, man. Okay, we got P-40Ks, Hurricane 2Bs, some of these crappy Chinese Vanguards, and P-40Es so far versus some Tojo 2s and A6M5s and some Nicks. So we'll let this go for a little while to see what happens. But right off the bat, these Chinese fighters are not doing too good. I expect to see a lot more I expect to see a lot more Japanese aircraft show up here soon. Because these guys are flying cap right now. So more will join in the fight. You saw how many they had. Tell you what, this could take forever. So let's fast forward. Now, be prepared. This is going to go by really fast. So do your best to keep note of what's getting destroyed and where. Because otherwise we'll be here for an hour watching this. All right. You guys ready? What are your predictions? Do you think the Allies or the Japanese are going to take more losses on this? All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes. I don't know. That didn't look too good. So 126 A6 M5s, 67 Tojos, 11 Nicks. Obviously there was more than that there, because this is a collection of people flying sweeps and also long-range cap. That's what it looks like to me. But clearly, I don't believe this to be correct, because we saw a lot of those Vanguards get chewed up here. I will need to look at this in the after action report, but I think Allies lost way more than this there. Okay, and they still got plenty more to go. This now we're adding in some P-38Fs. So again, we'll fast forward through this and let's see how it goes. Keep an eye on all these little explosions, all right? So we had more Vanguards coming in, Hurricane 2Bs, P-38Fs, and P-40Es. We're reporting kind of an even trade, but remember, when you look at these losses, right, you could almost double or triple the numbers that you see here with what was actually lost. This is always underreported, so this looks like I'd say the Japanese got a little bit better of this. So it looks like one unit sweeping and other ones on long range cap. That's how I'm reading all this. And the Japanese are definitely up pretty high. Look at that. 30,000 feet, 25,000 feet, 28,000 feet, 30,000. Very high. Oh, and there's more coming in. The Japanese numbers are dwindling. So I don't know how this is going to go for them. Let's see. Ready? Here we go. It's a lot of fighters here. Jeez. Ooh, I would say the Japanese got the better of this exchange. All right. Let's see if we get any more. They're definitely higher than the Allies. The Allies are sweeping low. The Japanese are up to 30,000 feet or more. There's still more coming in. Japanese are running out of aircraft, though. Let's see. Ooh, that one didn't look good at all. That did not look good at all. Based on that animation, I would think that the Allies took way more losses on this one. I can't wait to see the numbers on this. And more. I think the Japanese still have the numbers here. 33,000 feet. Alright, let's see what happens here. Ready? Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, the Japanese won this one. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Again, don't take these numbers with a grain of salt. Almost triple these to get the numbers, but I think the Allies took some losses here today. And there's more. Wow. All right, let's go Wirraway. I can't believe I'm rooting for him. He's just been getting his butt kicked for so long. I want to see him do well for once. So let's see what happens here. You ready? Let's do it. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust these numbers. Wow, that was some serious air combat over Burma. Or Thailand, rather. Wow. Is that Burma? I guess it is Burma. I don't know. Burma, Thailand's one of those. Boy, there's going to be some heavy losses on both sides from that. So that's the AM phase. I'm wondering if the Allies are going to send bombers to Chiang Mai, because the sweeps usually come in first. We'll see. I don't know. Let's find out. A lot of recon right now. Fast forwarding through a lot of this. Nothing but recon so far. Yeah, that was all recon. So we're gonna go right into the well, was there no ground combat? Huh. Wow, there's no ground combat this turn. Nothing. So I hit escape, but because there was nothing to stop the replay, it went all the way through all that stuff. And there was no ground combat this turn at all. All we saw was a bunch of ground like air units going in Toledo. All right, let's look at these numbers, man. This is gonna be wild. You ready? You ready? Wow. What a battle over Chiang Mai today. That was crazy. I can't wait to look at the losses here. You ready? Okay, here we go. Aircraft losses today. It's reporting 170 losses here. 45 A6M5s, which is kind of to be expected. 31 P40Es. 23 Tojo 2s. I thought there would be way more Vanguard losses, but apparently not. P400s, 14. Hurricane 2Bs, 13. Look at that. You got the P40Ks, P38Fs. A couple of these Nicks, they didn't get out of there unscathed. There it is, man. That's crazy. So definitely in favor of the Japanese today, right? If you look at Japanese aircraft losses, we're looking at 73 versus, let's call it 50. Well, 74 to 96. There you go. Wow. Let's look at the pilots lost on this one too. That's insane. 25 MIA, 10 wounded, 31 KIA. So 56 Allied pilots were lost this turn. That's no joke. Okay, so Army lost points for both sides, basically negligible. Maybe 1 point change there. No ships lost last turn. There's no naval combat. For the turn, the score actually is back in favor of the Japanese a little bit. They gained 36 points this turn, but the ratio stays even at 1.629. All right. One last word on these losses here. I'm inclined to believe this report here. Also, this one here where it says 96 to 59. I don't know where the game is getting 170 from because the math just does not add up here. It just doesn't make sense. So unless it's not factoring in ops losses or something like that, I don't really get how it gets 170 here, but only basically 155 over here. So I don't know where the extra 15 are coming from. I think these A6M5 loss numbers are a little overinflated. Then maybe it's a desync, or maybe that's just the fog of war, and these numbers will become more apparent later on. But I don't believe this. Don't believe this. All right. So I've already gone through the ops report, the SIGINT, and the combat. And SIGINT and combat didn't have much of anything, but I did notice a couple interesting things in the ops report. We'll briefly go through that. So here we can see there's a lot of kills and stuff. And out of all those kills, it looks like we get one ace out of the day. Second Lieutenant R. Daly. I'd like to look up to see if he actually survived this combat, because a lot of times these pilots die. And there was a lot of casualties in pilots today. So let's look him up. Let's see if Daly R. made it through. Who do you think? Did he make it, or is he dead? Okay, there he is. Second Lieutenant Daly R. 5 kills. And he's alive. He made it. And he is assigned to, looks like P-38F Squadron. So this is the squadron that he was in. This unit took a lot of losses this last turn. I assume they had 25 aircraft when they started. So now they're down to 15. So they lost 10. And out of those 10 aircraft, looks like 2 killed pilots, 2 wounded pilots, and 1 MIA. But there you have it. There's Daily Arc there. And as you can see, this particular squadron's got quite a bit of aces in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aces in it. That's pretty good. Overall kill ratio is 54 to 33. Not too bad. All right. The other thing I want to show you in the ops report was I noticed this. Where's it at? What is it at? Right here. We have some aircraft transporting another air HQ to Prome. You see that? So it looks like Desert Wolf is dropping in the 10th U.S. Army Air Force into Prome. I assume he's wanting to move more aircraft down into here. And he needs additional aviation support. And I'm pretty sure that that is a... What is this? Oh, Air HQ. Okay. Normally they say HQA. I'm just curious for the A. Maybe the A comes back when they recombine. All right. So that's it for the ops reports and all the other reports. So let's just talk about the ground situation briefly. In China, it looks like Wirraway got the bulk of his troops into Lanchao. So I don't know when he's looking to kick off the combat there. What he's got going for him is good supply. What he has going against him is the fact that the Chinese have a lot of troops there. And while their supply is low, it's still a lot of troops, and that's desert rough terrain. So whatever's there gets a ×3 modifier plus fortification level there. So it will... I don't think this base is going to fall too quickly. It'll take him a while to reduce this, but he will eventually get in there and take it. And then that'll be quite the point swing for him when he does it. A little further south, it looks like the Japanese are licking their wounds down here. Remember last turn they fought and lost. It looks like he's doing an exchange of troops here. But quite honestly, I don't know why he's even bothering. He should hold enough here to block it and find another way for these troops to infiltrate elsewhere, because he's never going to get through any of these hexes down here. Wirraway's troops, on the other hand, look great. Their disruption and fatigue are all very low. Supply is mostly okay. Morale, very high. So I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, the big story again for this turn is over here in Thailand and Burma. Obviously, Chiang Mai is where the activity was at. Last turn we saw over 200 fighters in Chiang Mai. Right now it's showing 117. I don't know how accurate that is, because the math does not show that many Japanese aircraft being shot down. So they're definitely doing fine. I don't know what the Japanese aircraft pools look like. I have no idea what their pilot training program looks like. We don't get to see that at all, because I'm not in contact with Wirraway at all. I'm only dealing with Desert Wolf. So it's entirely a big question mark what exactly the Japanese got going on their side. But I can show you what the Allies got going on their side. And I would call this a lot of losses. So these are the frontline squadrons that flew last turn. Basically anything that's showing not ready aircraft. So as you can see, quite a few of these squadrons are heavily depleted. For example, these P-40 squadrons lost a lot of aircraft, and they're going to have a lot that are damaged. Now, Desert Wolf can go in here and just kind of plus them up like this, right? He's got plenty of aircraft in the pool, right? All he's got to do is something like that. Now, I'm not saving this turn, so it's not like it's going to hurt anything. He has the aircraft to replace these, but they're going to come in maintenance mode or damage mode, and it will take him a while to get these things built up to full strength. So, no telling when these guys are going to be in a condition to launch these kind of sweeps that Desert Wolf has been doing. I would say he's temporarily weakened, and the Japanese probably have numbers now, and they may be able to mount some sort of offensive action over allied bases. Maybe they even go after Prome. Who knows? Now, granted, there's 229 fighters here, but a lot of them are broken, right? And this is easily within range of most Japanese fighters to where they don't even have to carry drop tanks. So they're not going to be operating at extreme range. So their ops losses will be lower. So I would not be surprised if we see the Japanese player here, Wirraway, next turn actually launch some offensive fighter sweeps to take advantage of this these losses that he inflicted. But we'll see. I have no idea what he's going to do. And I don't know what Desert Wolf's going to do. The ground situation is complicated, to say the least. I don't see anywhere for anybody to break through here. It does appear that Desert Wolf is trading some units in and out here. I don't know to what end or what purpose. Maybe he's just giving up on trying to break through here, and he's just going to move troops somewhere else and just hold this hex down. And maybe he'll look for another way around somewhere else. I don't really know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to do something like this. Trying to come through here and cross and block off the hex this way, so he can neutralize this pocket. I really do think that Desert Wolf's primary chance for success in Burma right now would be to neutralize this pocket near Lashio, because I think this is where the Japanese are kind of weak all through here. If he can break through here and isolate these guys, he can pour in reinforcements and start wearing these units down that are going to be out of supply pretty soon. So my guess is that we're going to have a stalemate more or less through here. Yeah, definitely a stalemate through here for the time being, and possibly Desert Wolf having some success around Lashio if he can break through into this hex here, because that will effectively starve out these units. But we'll see. No idea. Taking a look at our other area of operations, the Gilberts and the Marshalls, I noticed that the Downey is no longer over here. I think it's right here. Oh, the Downs, excuse me, the Downs, which is the Mahan class destroyer that was operating near Nauru for the last few turns. It's gone home. I guess it didn't find anything. We see some Japanese ships up here, and interestingly, I see at least 3 destroyers here near Ailing Lap Lap. I'm wondering if he's trying to develop this base into something. I don't really know. We see aircraft in multiple other bases, but we don't have a great read on what they all are. Maloe Lap has some bombers. Millie has auxiliaries. No idea what she's got. Now, check this out. Look at Nauru. Boom. I think old Wirraway's planning another operation down here. We saw this last turn, right? We saw him stack a lot of aircraft in Chiang Mai, and sure enough, he was ready for a fight. He may be looking for something here as well. That's a lot of fighters to be putting in one spot. So I'm thinking he's trying to move his bombers back in here, and he's moving the fighters back to protect from bombing raids from the allies, because this is far enough away from like Abamama, right? None of these aircraft have the range, even with drop tanks, to get out to... Let's see. Yep, none of these guys have the range to get into Nauru. So anything that Desert Wolf sends to Nauru is going to be a bomber, and it's going to go in unescorted, and it will get sliced and diced by these fighters. So we'll keep an eye on Nauru next turn to see if Wirraway plans any sort of offensive operation. But you can bet that Desert Wolf is taking note of this. He's very observant, so he knows that there's fighters here, and he'll probably not send bombers to Nauru. Not with that going on. All right, so there's really not much else going on this turn on the map other than that blowout in Burma. We don't see any further activity from Desert Wolf in the Aleutians right now. I have no idea what he's trying to do. He's not sending any supplies into Attu. He's not moving these troops off. He's not sweeping the mines. He's not capturing these dot bases. He's doing nothing. It's really kind of weird to me to see Desert Wolf doing absolutely nothing up here. I'm sure he's got things he could be doing and should be doing, but he's not. So I don't want to second guess him. He's smarter than me. I'm sure he's got a plan. I'm just not quite sure what that plan is. So we'll keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on what he's doing up here, and we'll see what develops. But all I can do is read the tea leaves like you guys can. So yep, that's the turn. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun to see a big air battle here, and I was really happy to see Wirraway actually do something, put up a fight, and actually come out on top. Without question, today was the Japanese aerial victory. I hope you enjoyed the turn. I really did. And I look forward to the next ones that we get from Desert Wolf when he sends them. So until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.